Obviously, we've seen the 2 flashes thrown. We've seen the HE grenade as well, but I quite like the way in which they're dealing with this. It's clear that Alliance have got an excellent read of what Sinners are trying to achieve, and now the util's coming down. Uppy's rotated in inside. They drop the smoke. Things would get really difficult, and with Pleasant finding one through said smoke. Advantage Alliance. Zedco gets one back. Important kills to find. Pleasant tapping away systematically. Still Twist on the back of the bomb site, but Risco finds him, and now a 4v3. Although losing the opener, Sinners back in the driver's seat, back in the advantage.
Extremely awkward openings there into that bomb site, but they do somehow make it work. In Zedco finding second on the round with the Pleasant is a 2-man advantage, but not for long as Avid finds a quick double with these Julies. But it's the double dark setup that really could surprise the CTs. Out of ammo, and Avid somehow reacts for the second being there. 4 kills from him. There's enough time for the bomb defuse.
Realistically, Avid's already going to be clearing Deep Dark with that fight. But either way, a very, very impressive round from Alliance. A 2 versus 4 there, but all to be held from Avid and Era on the score sheet early on with the MP9. This is the full buy here from Sinners, so Alliance, if they can win this one, they will be in good stead. And Shock takes a bit of a risk. He goes to drop his weapon in the attempt to retrieve the rifle, but now just a Glock in hand. A decision that might bite him in the back, baiting out the bullets of Era. Yeah, and obviously, Sinners have still got quite a fair bit of utility, so... They're dropping the util. It looks as though they want to go through this. Zedco, an attempt to lead the lines with the AK in hand, surely to send Beastic in first, but it's a flashbang through the smoke. And now they emerge. Blinded are Sinners, but so are Alliance. Twisto finds one. Twist double down, and Pleasant MP9 can secure. And although the advantage was Sinners on the bomb site, obviously Alliance have expelled a lot of utility in an attempt to contain Sinners' banana presence. We do have the AWP in play already, though. I think we know how valuable that will be. And Era reaps the rewards of it. And with the AWP shot fired, I think Sinners has kind of made up their mind. They're going to have to head towards the B bomb site with knowledge that Era is already and waiting here on the towards A. They don't want to take that risk. I like the idea of the boost here. It can always be such an excellent way to gain that opener here towards B. But Peepo spots nothing. Twist, flash in hand. That drop's surely been heard. And now the peek comes through. Great find from Peepo. Searching for a second. He spots it. No find yet. Pleasant doubles. Peepo eventually gets the trade. 2 for the price of 1 there for Pleasant is excellent. We've got 5 flashes, a molly and a nade. To me, this is always going to be an Alliance round, but as you said, minimal time. It is ticking. Missed shots from Uppy, eventually converting. Now all on Peepo. He's tucked away towards Banana. There is enough time for the defuse, though. Alliance continue their charge. They are still heading towards the B-bomb site.
Oh, fight from Risco is going to be so much here. Avid taking space towards mid, but timing's horrendous from Risco as he just backs away, loses his life to Era instead, and the rotation's already come through as Avid spotted nothing towards middle. 2-man setup again. Twist finds the first. Supportive util coming over the top, and everyone's blinded. Twist isn't finding anything, but he's at least delaying for these rotations to come in.
Yeah, Pleasant, he goes through the smoke. He just assumes Twist is fighting, but with Twist finding that kill, should confirm a pretty comfy round, unless if Peepo can provide the goods. A 1v3, an ace clutch being held by Era, but he crosses back. And now an attempt at the plant. It is just a fake. Era, oh, not realizing. Very minimal time. The round will go the way of Alliance. Peepo, he's got to stick the bomb there. No AWP save, just the AK across. He gets the ace, but loses the round.
But it's not to be. Alliance find 5. But good job initially from Twist to defend that bomb site and delay for the rest of his team to come in. But things, yeah, they get a little dicey at the end.
Look, that round would have been a huge turning point. Pleasant does get the double beast that gets the trade towards Banana, and already we've had the majority of the firefights on the B bomb site. It's open, it's taken. Sinners, if they don't find an avenue in soon, is it a good idea just to go for the save? 2 nades landing towards Morisco, but not quite perfect. And Morisco's just easy pickings here. Completely free. Uppy fall through the smoke. nothing he can do about it. We will see Marisco go down to the bomb, but I don't think he cares. He's just won his team the round.
I say as up, he does start to make his way towards B, as does Pleasant, but the players are already in front of the smoke, and B-Stick finding the first kill there. It kind of forces Alliance into a spot where they might have to save. They might just have to give this one up. The bomb site is gone. You don't have a lot of money, but Abid finding that might entice them back in.
Oh, certainly. Suffocated as Sinners. No exit strategy. It is going to be a bunker down on the bomb site play. And the problem is the fact they've not fought for Banana here. Abid's got all this information. He's worried. He's even worried about a flank. That's the only thing he can be thinking. Why haven't they pressed me here towards Banana? The kills are coming through for the T's. How is this round gone so poorly for Alliance? It was a 4-on-4 retake where they had every bit of control. All they needed to do was just kind of collapse in on the bomb site. But it goes so wrong for Alliance and for Sinners.
That's when they just can't manage to get their hands on that weapon.
Well, I think it's because they know that Era's going to try and bring an AWP out at any moment possible, as seen here. Era will get one onto Peepo. Marisco falls as well. He was so fast in top middle. I just assumed that Era would get traded, but went to Boiler instead. And
Go finding one kill back onto Pleasant, and this space from Shock's being taken. The A-bomb site is free. It is opened up right now. Hoppy.
Oh, Shock.
Out of library, but Shock too paranoid about mini pit. The bomb has gone down, so there is a slight chance, and information on Era. B-Stick wanted to take this fight in Era. You can see not too comfortable going into this bomb site now alone, waiting for the rest of his team.
Great find though from Era. Low HP Zedco remains. I think this is where Zedco, you've just got to try and keep this AK alive. It's 1-3. It's gonna be such a difficult clutch, but Alliance, they will secure themselves their 6th.
He's going to push through this, but Pleasant's already found one.
Yeah, great from Pleasant.
Zedco as well. Shock does eventually get the trade, and B-Stick onto Uppy. It is a 3-on-3, but there's still this 2-on-2 on the other side of the map now towards B that the T's do need to be a little bit hesitant about.
Yeah, bomb can go down though, that's big. Set things in motion. Pleasant goes for a peek in the Molotov. Peepo with a missed shot, but still surviving. B-Stick holding towards Banana, awaiting a flank. Will never come, but nice find from Shock. Takes down Pleasant. Great find from Era that. Still, though, so many unknowns as to where these final 2 reside. Era slowly searching. The tag now onto Peepo. Peepo can find Era, and with the Glock, he takes down Avid. Nice post plan there from Peepo. But I think the stats are always somewhat deceiving. Ooh, Zedco searching for something here. HE grenades doing so much damage, but it's B-Stick's molly to find Pleasant.
You can see Zedco doesn't want to give up that kill back by just sort of a stray HE grenade, so he does back up slightly. Shock finding Avid as well towards A. These looks have been really key. Does get taken down. B-Stick fully blinded and no one close enough for the trade, and somehow Alliance have brought this back.
Yeah, great utility there from Alliance, reclaiming space towards Banana. I think once those kills come through towards A, either you make the decision to instantly back away from Banana, or you kind of at least have a second player towards B. I think it's a big missed decision here from Sinners, and it's given Alliance a chance at the 7th. Marisco, though, from Apartments. Spots out Uppy, but loses out on the fight. It's a triple A setup here. A perfect decision here from Alliance, and now all on the low HP Zedco. Alliance, they will end the half how they began it. Look, single-handedly gave the start to Alliance, but hasn't had the best of times since. I love this idea. Zedco, here's the pin pulled, takes the fight, finds Pleasant. Absolutely excellent.
A lot of good info here as well now. Not always easy to be a CZ side and have all of this information and feel that comfortable on this pistol round, but Has done so. The dink does come through onto Uppy, but just dealing 18 points of damage, and Uppy finding one more falling out of the heavens.
Important finds here on the A-bomb site. Begs the question as to why Sinners have been kind of so, I guess, so happy to fight. They've got rotations coming. They've got all this control. Important find from Beastick through the smoke. Keeps his teammate alive, but might not matter. Zedco creeping closer. This round is all on Zedco's shoulders. Beastick's low HP. Spots out one towards Pit, but the time's ticking. Zedco's got to take this fight, but Era, an important find. Twist gets the trade onto Beastick. And we see Alliance take the second pistol here. Both gone their way.
Here in this jump.
It's got a lot of information here. Just a solo defender towards B. This is such a risk, and the problem is the A players haven't taken space. They've not taken control. It have kind of set things in motion for brackets. Great find from Avid and Uppy, and that's the A defenders taken down. There's one more remaining in Peepo, but it's going to be a 1 versus 5 on the bomb side. Peepo secures the second, down to a 3-on-3. Still realizing he's alone, but he catches off Twist. Peepo, how has he not been found? He has done everything possible to make this round a chance for Sinners. It was a 5-on-3. He was the solo defender, and he gets a triple.
I mean, let's see if Sinners can reward all his hard work here. There's no defuse kit. Beastick and Marisco to try to see what they can do. Both players coming from short. Walking into this pit and mini pit setup. The Molotov is going to be good enough to force Pleasant out, but he peeks into the flames.
I love every second of it from Pleasant. It's always the last expectation for someone to be swinging through said molly, even if he goes down there. Yeah, definitely. Especially with a map like Inferno, I feel like a pace change is always a kind of a guarantee for a round. So, yes, let's pretend Sinners, they lose this one, then they go on to win a couple in a row, and then a fast beat pop and the game's over. But Marisco, nice opener here. We've spoken about how he's maybe not had the best of times on Inferno, but an important start. Ticked in the flames is Uppy, and Shock will take him down.
Maybe a little ambitious there from Uppy. Saw the peak from Pleasant through the flames. Maybe Uppy wanted to see if he could replicate that, but yeah, probably not the easiest to do. There is just that one chokehold. Peepo finding enough kill into Twist. And this one feels like it is going to be the round that Sinners have desperately been hoping for quite a while. Avid up from short, hoping that a mistake is made from Marisco, but just the jig was good enough. Info on the final player of Avid. Not a single kill to be found. Sinners flawless. I honestly might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the first flawless round we've seen from any team this game.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, Util comes over, but still we see Shock rotating back towards A, thinking it could be a fake here. Beastick, Util in hand, and the molly gets extinguished from the smoke, but still Beastick can find one. Reposition is awkward, but the kills come through, and Uppy on the lurk as well finds Peepo. Alliance, they've secured 12. They secured a map point here on their map selection of Inferno. And unless Shock can come up with the craziest 1v4 I think we've seen in a long time, I think it's going to be heading that way.
Again, those Sinners have really struggled with containing this kind of Apps apartment's control. Avid fighting Marisco. Shock, if he goes down, oh, things become so difficult now. A 5-on-3 for Alliance.
I mean, what chance do they have now? Pleasant taking down Zedco. Fred, it really is a matter of when, not if now.
And I think the best part of all of it is Alliance find those kills, and you see they're so hungry to push onto that A-bomb site, but they've got that kind of, I guess,
discipline.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant from them. They're just holding, they're waiting for the peaks. They know that Sinners are going to have to fight their way out. A big risk is going to need to be taken. They've got the information of the final player. Twist, he can just head towards the B-bomb site. Peepo's aware of it, though. He's holding for Pleasant. Peepo, he will get one, but down to 22 points of health. The bomb is making its way back towards A. Yeah, this one's done. Uppy's backed away as well. So cautious. The fact there's no one towards short as well. They know he's going to have to come from apartment. Minimal time here. And Peepo will fall. Alliance victorious here on Inferno. What a way for them to start off their Thunderpick kind of, well, their campaign here. But what a start. An excellent game from them. I think the maps aren't going to be the individual. I don't think it's going to be the reason. It's going to be the individuals. I think you look at the side of Alliance, everyone was looking so clinical. But D-side for Sinners, a fast emergence out of Heart. Looking for the open. It's Morisco first on the score sheet. Up he will be in the back of the bomb site, but Morisco deals with him. And what's happened to this round? I thought we only started about a second ago, and it's looking as though things could come to an end. But Era, an important kill onto B-Stick. Closes that gap, gives them a chance. Twist so far out of the action, but still a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to look to peek into this one towards main at all. I think he's just going to stay passive here towards Tetris, force Era to come towards him. Era is slowly clearing out these angles. While Twist is now posted up on Peepo's position. They know he is here. We're going to eventually see the swing, and Twist does come out on top of the flank onto Zedco. Is starting to come through. Era pops his lines though, and Zedco does take the kill to secure Alliance. To secure Sinners, sorry.
We need to see success from Alliance, otherwise the victory of Inferno might matter. Not a great fight from Zedco towards outside. Amit hopeful in his endeavors, but as the smoke fades, the bomb drops. And that's where things get really dicey. Briscoe though finding Era, an excellent altercation. And with B-Stick taking down Uppy. Look, Sinners have been so good at dealing with these rotations down towards Secret. Plesson's in the heavens. He's slowly just jiggling. Continue the info of the bomb is still down, but when he next sees, he'll realize it's gone. Twist now has rotated in. Twist will find one. Plesson maneuvering towards ramp as well. It's all going to be about timing, but as we can see, Shock is claiming this space, but Twist secures another. Oh, Shock's gone loud. Plesson's got all this information. Shock surely to fall. He's been spotted. Plesson, it's just a question of whether he wants to take a straight up fight. He will find him. Plesson can take him down, and now it's all on Morisco. This round was so difficult for Alliance. It seemed near impossible, yet now they're the ones in the driver's seat. They're the ones that can really take this round. Great HE grenade onto Plesson. Plesson's got full util to work with now. Nade into Hut. And Molly surely soon to follow, but Alliance could just go out shoulder to shoulder here. Morisco still holding towards Bane, worried about Heaven. Here's the flashes coming down. Here's the first drop and the second. Morisco still tucked away. He can find the first and gets the second. Morisco, what a clutch. Continues the streak of success for Sinners. Yeah, looking 4-on-4 here, but Alliance, they had a really good chance of getting themselves on the board. Twist still back at the bomb site, steps to Hearn, gets a good timing and will find two, and now two-man advantage here. He's searching for a third, and Twist does so much work now, and he's begging for rotates, he's begging for help. Uppy, up the ladder, can find B-Stick.
Really just find their footing into this game, because I think as soon as Alliance go on the T side, that's where their job's just going to become 10 times harder, especially if they are first line.
Yeah, look, are you going to leave it to training? Are you going to leave it to chance? I think with such an important game like this, you want to get yourselves, well, in the group stage, you want to get that early win. Nice find from Shock, though. We mentioned the entering, not perfect from Morisco and Shock towards ramp, but nice find there, taking down Era Zorp, and
they dropped, forcing back Pless in there for the time being. Again, just in the vent, catching up Avid, makes his way up. Teammate Shock does go down, but he's still pushing, still searching. And look how strong this looks from Sinners. It just feels like Morisco down on the lower site has free range of things, really just toying and controlling Uppy and Plesson down towards the lower bomb site, playing that one perfectly.
and I think you can always see how good a team is on the T side of Nuke when they are not only conditioning their opponents, but it seems as though Sinners, it's as though they're the ones who are kind of deciding Alliance's decisions. Look, we're going to force you to rotate down towards Secret. We're going to force your hand. We're going to make sure that you're in awkward positions and take advantage of it. It's not as though I think when you sometimes look at, I guess, teams who are kind of a little bit newer, I guess newer on the block and maybe a little bit less experienced and don't really have that sample size and I guess security of map pool. And that's where you can see the map pool have a real kind of a real change. Realistically, you look at these vetoes and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, Mirage and Dust, they're already going to be gone. They're the insta-bans. But the rest of the maps are fairly even. It's not as though, you know, teams have kind of hardly ever played the maps or not looking too confident. But it's weird to see such a kind of a change in round proportion with the change in map. I didn't expect this. I thought both map 1 and 2 were going to be close. It was going to be a kind of a coin flip and I guess a photo finish. But it's interesting the fact that Sinners have looked so much more dominant here on Nuke because I didn't expect it to be this one-sided. I really didn't.
I mean, look, I think we both knew that Sinners were a certain level, especially to this map. But I think after what we saw on Inferno from Alliance, I think maybe we were hoping that they were able to sort of continue some of their prowess.
Either way, though, Sinners 7-2, T-side Nuke, very impressive. A real confidence builder this type of performance, especially as they're moving to a map. Obviously, on the basis that they take Nuke, they're going to be moving to a map that's also heavily team-decided. Great double from Uppy, though. CYBERSHOKE and Zedco searching for a third will confirm eventually the players emerge out of heart, but far too late. Era to the back of the bomb site, taken down by Peepo, down to this 2-on-2. As this fast rotate down towards the B bomb site. Denial of the bomb will be a difficulty, but even gives it a go. Big hell, David opens the door, but will find the kill, and now all on Morisco. And the final player towards ramp, Twist. Gonna send the HE grenade, 25 seconds remaining, and it's seemingly gonna be up the vent for Morisco. I love this decision. Oh, he backs away, but it works out well as Twist has maneuvered up to heaven. The ultimate trickery.
And Twist just realized he's been absolutely outplayed there. Molotov now on Morisco. There is a fuse kit on Twist, no utility remaining though.
It's such a guessing game now. Morisco. He's holding, steps gonna be heard. Bomb planted at the back of the bomb site with an open door. Oh, Morisco, risky game there. Molly on the bomb, close of the doors, and a maneuver through the vents. Twist. There's nothing he can do. Just gonna have to be a full stick on the bomb. Gonna have to get on it now, but Morisco with another clutch, another 1v2. We know how rotation heavy it is on this CT side, and the second you start losing lives, gaps form in the defense.
Yeah, you've got to be a comfortable Nuke team to be able to manage that, because you've got to be able to... Where can we position these players? Where is the most optimal place for them to be? What are we going to leave open that we've got to still stay aware of? I don't think it's going to matter all too much, seemingly, as the kills are coming the way of Sinners, but Plessin does at least get one back to keep it as a 3 versus 2 at least, something a little bit more manageable.
Look, I love it from Plessin because he gets the kill towards ramp. It looks as though he backs away towards heaven. Sinners, they're aware of this, so they kind of re-fight towards ramp. And Plessin double backs as well. It's such a weird way for that fight to come through. If Plessin sticks around, it's the same reality. He kind of double... I don't even know what to describe that play. But look, the second it gets down to that 2v3, the second there's a disadvantage on the side of Alliance, I always see this round going the way of Sinners. Because not only do you have the man advantage, but even if it goes back the way of Alliance, Morisco is still alive, Charlie. And it seems as though clutches have been his forte here on Nuke. Missed shot here from Era. Peepo posted. Peepo hungry! And don't feed the beast! Don't let him find too many!
Wow, what a round there.
21 seconds.
21 seconds. I mean, even then I thought it'd be less than that. That was instant. Just non-stop fighting towards outside. Sinners.
Talk about an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, this is an absolute mountain to climb. And something that I just don't see Alliance being able to do. But I like this play towards outside. A lot of space space taker, and okay, well, I'll let the play for about 3 seconds. A flurry of quick kills come through from the T&Cs. It is a clean sweep for Sinners. All 5 survive somehow. Zedco had his back turned there towards outside.
But that's for everyone to see.
The issue I have with PT50 there, so if you got USP, I blame it on myself, but PT50 is just slightly more inaccurate. I'd be here there being like, it's the gun. It is. It's the gun there.
Speaking of weapons, they have converted quite nicely here for Alliance. They brought it down to the 2-on-2. They've got control of the B-bomb site currently, but some quick rotations from Sinners, and with Zedco finding Avid, a 1 versus 2 for Pleasant. We've seen a couple of 1v2 so far. Marisco in the one to secure them, but Zedco fast out double doors, will take him down. Rifle retrieved, 12 found, Alliance.
But there was never really any blowouts. Here, though, it's been a very different story. This has felt like every round's going to go the way of Sinners. No matter what the situation they find themselves in, this has just been yeah, quite a different look to them. Map number 1, but at least he finds the opening kill. Here it does get that trade.
Peebo finding Uppy though. Creates some problems. That's the lobby lurker found. Important kill from Pleasant though. Now searching for Shock. Peebo finds this kill. There's a real chance. Down to 12 HP. And down to Secret. Alliance go. Pleasant found by Zedco. Zedco to be the operative player here for Sinners if they want to close things out.
Oh, it could be really dangerous though now for Twist. Zero would be pretty confident he can clear this out, but the shots have been fired there from Zedco. Spots the player at the back of the bomb site. Does get found behind, and I think Peebo, there's not a lot you can do about this. Just keep this weapon alive now.
Taking this control thick and fast. 39's have already rotated their way down. Era decidedly staying around here towards outside in the search for any rotations. Zedco goes 1 for 1, Pleasant with a trade though. Shock just backs away, gives up his position though. We have seen another rotation in from Marisco. Peebo searching towards outside, being held by Era, but Peebo somehow gets himself out of that. Peebo can find one more, and Era still giving his position away. Marisco finds Pleasant down to a 2-on-3, but an important kill from Uppy. Surely this sparks the play towards A. Slowly clearing out. Drop has been heard now. Minimal time remaining. About 15 seconds or so. Tap of the bomb here now from Marisco to force out these Ts. First swings, and now it's going to have to be the full stick, but Era can swing, can find them both. Defended by Shock. Just a Molotov remaining. Just though they want to go through this. Flashbang coming through. Shock just tucked away. Turning from the flashes. Can get the first and the second. Shock with a great double. Swing comes through now from Peebo, but he's got to be cautious. Avid has taken down Shock. He's taken a lot of damage in the process, but there is no need for Peebo to throw himself into that fight. And now Alliance maneuver their way back towards A. Monte coming through. Twist will not show discipline. Takes the first fight, takes down Peebo. B-stick maneuvering. So worried about both Heaven and Heart. Avid clearing. Avid spots the gun barrel out, and Twist can take him down. This round only possible because of Twist. We've got to say, right, Marisco, he's let his opponent slip through the cracks, and that's what's given them this chance. Marisco taken down as well by Twist. Third kill here. Zedco now in the 1 versus 2. We've got to say, from outside, Marisco's got to do a bit of a better job there.
Just on the USP now is Zedco as he slowly starts to back away from this. He's going to be running into Avid, who just pre-fires the angle. 5 HP, does survive.
I think we should have seen things close out a while ago. And that's not me just saying as a comeback doubter, but also such a kind of a Sinners backer. You know, we've watched the side for so long, and we know what they have to offer. Marisco can get one great trade from Avid though. Beast it close by. Avid can find double there from Avid.
Look at the low bomb side though. Shock's got so much coming his way. He finds the first, able to get out of dodge, drop the Molotov as well and back away. Era pushes through. Shock, easy kill. You can see Uppy did not want to commit recently with his teammate. And Shock with the triple thread. Shock has done it. Surely Shock has won this one from Sinners here.
Yeah, most certainly. You know, the one player who has been a little bit in the dark, has been a little bit quiet for Sinners on Nuke, making the loudest noise here towards Secret. But it's Era pushing through that molly. I don't mind the play, but why is Uppy not with him? If you're going to make a heroic play, at least swing together. At least give yourself a chance at the trade.
See, that's the thing. We're talking about the pressure for Sinners when the game starts to get closer like this. I haven't spoken about it from the other side of things. Pressure really starts to make you do strange things and make you not exactly think straight. And communication can be a bit iffy there. But Sinners, they do finally close this one out with a 13-7 scoreline. It all depends on this third and final. Exec on the beat as Alliance look to push their way out. Shot playing deeper, but Morisco from the heaven does at least find one.
Yeah, great find from Morisco, eventually taken down, emerging out of the kind of back, just the back of con, I guess. Nice finds from Avid though, doubles down, Uppy finds, and onto low HP of Shock. An impossible 1 versus 3, especially on 12 health, and Alliance. An important start here. Already, though, pop taken by Sinners, and it looks as though it's going to be a bit of a crunch towards upper B, and that is where Alliance reside. I love this deep smoke thrown, completely denying Uppy. He needs work to do. Molotov sent damage seen. Turn from the flashes. Morisco, and he's right in the action with the MP9. Avid gets the trade, but Shot close by. Morisco, Zedco backs away. Morisco taken down. Peepo with a double, though, and Alliance, although it's a bit of a bonus, Sinners have dealt with this round perfectly. I love the idea of the crunch towards pop, crunch towards upper. Excellent from Sinners. The bomb is here. And with the other two players outside A main, I guess we can expect a bit of a play here towards A. But they've sent 2 smokes. I don't love this from Alliance. They've kind of... Era though, nice find through the smoke, taking down Morisco. Still though, Alliance, you can understand why they're so hesitant to go through said smoke. It's got nothing for them.
There's a lot of angles to clear, a lot of them difficult to do so many different ways you can look into Ivy from so many different positions. So they will back away, they do so with the man advantage, but certainly have a lot of players softened up.
In a great position to take down Avid. Trade not found by Pleasant. That's the bomb dropped. We do still have Era here. Zedco now trapped. He's going to feel suffocated. Shock, though, finding Uppy, aware of Era's position. And a 1 versus 3 for Era with only 12 seconds remaining. Zedco can find him. Sinners, an important round for them to find.
Can certainly be utilised on a map like Trade to get into some close quarter positions. Save your money, keep the economy growing on the CG side, then look to get up the order as soon as someone falls.
Utah being sent here though, but with Pleasant getting 2, an excellent double from Pleasant sets things in motion for the 3rd round to be found by Alliance. But this is where they surely just got saved. I think having a look into this round is definitely not what you want. You're just throwing away 3 sets of equipment for a very low chance. But it does mean we can see the orb on Peepo in the next. Beastick has been found by Era, and I think Alliance, great idea as to where these final 2 players are saving, especially with Zedco spotted now.
The thing is, the T's need to be just as careful. Their money's not really good to play. Galilla's in play. These weapons, they're not really going to grow any money at all, and they're just going to be basically priming themselves for Sinners to be able to reset them pretty quickly after. So we do see Morisco finally. I doubt we're going to see any more fighting from anyone like Avid. He will have a bit of a look in, but nothing more than that. And it is the 3-3 scoreline, but of what this round's looking like, this is going to be a near impossible B site to try to break into now.
Yeah, especially with no flashbangs. Yes, they've got 2 Molotovs, and it's going to be a waterfall out of heaven, but Shock can get 1. Repositioning now. Era has been spotted but found again. Shock not prepared for the 3rd of Avid, but there is still this other rotate. Beastick is ready and waiting. Peepo as well, connector, held by Pleasant, AWP in hand. Spots the player on the back of the bomb side, but the molly going to force him out. But obviously, we got a flank from Marisco. This whole round conditioned on Marisco, but with him falling and Beastic as well, it's all on Peepo. Sinners, it was a great read, it was a great call. We had a flank coming through, yet Alliance, they make things work here, and it looks so effortless. But again, it's Pleasant. They can kind of just wait as Alliance creep on in, but the problem is, as you can see, Beastic, he's slightly worried. Haven't they been able to get round? And in doing so, it gives the timing to Marisco. Marisco's going to be screaming at Beastic. I thought you were holding. How have they got here?
Where they bring it to a 3-mapper, but just can't get it over the line. It feels like Alliance have a bit of a knack or a habit of that. This would be a great start to sort of this new season, I suppose, for them. I think halfway through the year, they are able to sort of get this one over the line. A game that I think a lot of people at home, us, the odds, everything kind of pointed towards Sinners being able to take this one. Alliance can keep this up.
I think a lot of the time, you can leave too many players on the extremities, and that's where you lose a couple coin flip kills and things go a little wrong. But again, Charlie, what a great call here from Sinners. The problem is Twist has found a kill towards A. RP takes down Shock. It's all on Zedco and B-Stick. And with that up shot on the MP9 firing through, realization for Alliance is the A bomb site is open. And Alliance, they can waltz their way through.
And even more players have fallen. B-Stick, chance of keeping this AWP alive. If Alliance want to hunt, it feels like he's going to have a tough time. And timing is brutal there. Has been spotted. Does find Twist, but gets whittled away to just 16 points of health. And the T's know exactly where he is.
Yeah, look, the finances as well are perfect for Alliance. They're not bothered about it. Everyone above 3k, that's enough to buy in the next. Regardless of if all of them die, and I think it's definitely worth taking away this now. Shadow spotted, Avid finding. Alliance continuing. Sinners sat with head in hands.
I mean, yeah, in terms of firepower, he very much has been consistent. He's very much been a stable part of this side, and I think this series really backs up that claim as well. Map number 1, leading the lines. Here in map number 3 as well, top of the server alongside Avid. Yeah, he really has been someone that I'm sure Alliance are happy to pick up. And then you see certain Swedish organisations mention things that there's no talent in Sweden. I'm sure there's a couple of teams out there that might have a few different things to say about that.
I'm sure there's a lot of players that have got a few things to say about that. Because
he does miss the shot.
Oh,
it does get punished for it. Do the pistols actually steal a round away here?
I think it's a perfect representation of how sometimes things go, right? You know, you just have the you have a game where you're playing so well, you're looking as though you've got all the control, and it's the half buys that win you it. Well, Alliance, look, you played every gun round near perfectly. Why is this the one that you mess up? I think Alliance, if they can get 8, they can get themselves double digits off the pistol. Gonna be very tough, but at least Sinners have found that round, giving them a bit more confidence. I love the idea from this from Avid. It's so cheeky, but B-Stick prepared for it. Lesson now wanting to emerge out of Pop Dog, but he's not got a teammate alongside him. So timid, so worried about going it alone. But I think sometimes when you have a timing, you've got to take it. And Twist now certainly has maneuvered towards red. Twist can find Zedco. A great find there. B-Stick, he wants to maneuver himself towards hell. Will find Twist. An important frag to find. Look where Era is though. He's slowly, patiently waiting to maneuver towards Ivy. Still holding here. B-Stick low HP. He goes to the fight. Era can find him. Smoke drop now. Peepo still holding with a big green. Era looks as though he wants to emerge, but so worried with Shock finding Pleasant. This one is done. Sinners. Necessity, as they do find themselves 5, and obviously we're speaking about the idea of Alliance potentially finding double digits off a pistol victory. Sinners, they can level up the game if they do win the pistol here on the T side.
Yeah, touched on this second half potentially being a little bit more exciting than the first, just in terms of what we've seen from both of these teams. I mean, with the early kill, Pleasant nearby to find a double, and this is bloodbath on the A-bomb site. The push out from A main is not successful, and a 14-second round, Fred.
And now we'll see. I like the idea from Uppy. If he goes through this smoke, could really catch off some players, but it is going to be this B play. No one's rotated yet. This is going to be so tough. Uppy just tucked away behind the smoke. He will finally emerge, takes down Shock. Not the finest of kills, but Plessum rotates in to deal with B-Stick. A 2-on-3 now. Sinners. A clutch for somewhat survival, and Avid so fast in the flank. Peepo now in the 1 versus 3. The instant stick of the bomb from Avid. A huge risk, but Peepo, he's not taking it. He assumes it's just a tap of the bomb, and Avid, I love the idea of that. 3 rounds away from getting their first victory here in the Thunderpick World Championship.
It is with a fast hit towards B. They do take down Uppy. Take a little bit of damage in the meantime as well, but they're taking a lot of space. This is what you need to do towards B. You can't just rest in your laurels and sit behind the bomb site. Sit with the little space you have. You've got to go and take it, and look how claustrophobic that B bomb site is. No real entry point for the CTs unless they battle for it.
Honestly, if Alliance don't find a kill in the next, like, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, I think you're just safe. They're disadvantaged. B-Stick takes down Avid, yeah, it's just got to be a save. Era, though, is low HP. Pushing in quite heavily. Twist realising surely to be another. Zedco can find the AWP of Era, and now Twist in hot water. He can get one, takes down the second. Will fall to Shock, but I don't think there's enough time for Shock to retrieve a weapon. Don't get me wrong, the financial damage that Sinners have done to Alliance is excellent, but no weapon retrieved for them. Gonna be this play through B. Look how much space is being taken, though. We've got 2 progressing through pop. Uppy's maneuvered as well. They know it's this play through B. Avid can get 1. Era posted up, not ready, surely, for the player. Push through oil, but Era can fight. Peepo takes down 1. Zedco on the bomb site to deal with Era. Uppy finds 1. Uppy doubles down. It's all on Peepo again. A tough clutch. He's mollied off at the moment, but he's given an opportunity. Squanders it, doesn't connect. Nade again landing. Peepo down to 51 points of health. Uppy spotted, still no one on the bomb. Minimal time. There's going to have to be a stick at some point soon. There is a smoke on the bomb, and Peepo with just an AWP. It's so difficult. Alliance, they will get themselves 11. Could be everything over for them. Obviously not in the grand scheme of things, just within this series, but they'd have to fight their way out. Kind of the loser bracket, I guess you could say, but Era and Twist combine on the AWPs. A quick 2 kills with the big green. Give a hefty advantage to Alliance. Blessing gets 1. A 2 versus 5 now. Zedco creeping through Sandwich. He's able to get 2, but Uppy can trade. And now it's Shock in a 1 versus 3. And although Time might seem like a friendly companion, Uppy spotted. And Shock, I don't think it matters how long's on the clock. He's going to go down in a matter of moments. Uppy will take him down. An important round. But when we see that double AWP in play, so many questions to be asked of whether it's going to reap the rewards, whether you're going to see the success of it. And they're at 10 on B-Stick. 6 in a row needed just to take it to overtime. But Alliance, they can taste victory. They can smell success. And all they need to do is bite down. But Twist, great find onto Peepo, opening kill found by Alliance, and now Sinners already disadvantaged. Not only in the weaponry, but the sheer numbers, and Avid gets another. A 5-on-3 once again.
Heavy leaning towards B, though. It leaves Twist in a tough spot. Has to start to consider this, but it might not matter. Even if Twist goes down and gives up this AWP, it is a 4 versus 2 B-Stick wielding the big green, and he needs to find a lot of impact with it. Is going to have Era to contend with.
Yeah, an important kill there from Zedco as well. B-Stick can take down Era. A 2-on-2. This was a 2v5. Oh, and B-Stick so well prepared. Avid not ready at all. And a 2v5 has flipped to a 1 versus 2. Uppy, he had a big round in the last. Now everything on him. Takes down Zedko. Gonna be somewhat aware of Beestick. He can drop a smoke on the bomb. He's dropped a Molotov as well. And now Beestick with so many questions. No HE grenade to blow open the smoke. Uppy still biding his time. Still being so patient. And Beestick just sitting in the smoke. Uppy, is he gonna realize? Certainly is. Questioning as to why I'm stuck. Bullets come through. Beestick falling. Alliance victorious. And they are our first victors here in Group D.